Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you start hearing weird noises, it's because this guy's here. Currently getting his treat. Multitasking to the fullest. Anyway, so today's video is going to be my introduction to a project pen that I want to do in 2019. I've told you before that I've never been interested in doing a project pen just because the whole idea of having to finish certain products within a certain amount of time has always seemed like not a lot of fun to me, and makeup has just always been about fun for me. However, I feel like I've picked out products that are very realistic and like something that I would really like to finish in a short amount of time. So I think this is going to be my realistic project pen. I wanted to do 19 in 2019, and I think it's kind of more or less up to the 19 right now. I'm not sure that... Wait, let me count. Yeah, I currently have 19 products that I want to pen, and that is excluding my Sublime palette from Pat McGrath. The project pen that I have running with the Sublime palette is going to be a completely different thing. I haven't included it in this project pen, however it is an eyeshadow palette that I'm trying to pen. The rest of these products are all mostly face products, like base products, and I've included a couple of lip products that I can hopefully maybe not pen but at least inflict a lot of damage on. So without further ado, let me just show you quickly the products that I will attempt to pen in 2019. So the first product that I want to get rid of or finish, and I'm not really sure I'm going to repurchase after that because I haven't really been using face primers much lately, is the Estee Lauder Demattifier. It is an absolutely lovely primer. It works so nicely with the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundations, but I just stopped using primers because I noticed that Double Wear is so beautiful on the skin even without a primer that it's just a waste of money to give as much money for the primer as I would give for the actual foundation, so I'd rather just invest in the foundation. So I'm not really sure how much is left in here because this is not transparent packaging, but I feel like there is at least 20 to 30% of the product still left in here, so I'm going to try to finish this as much as I can in 2019. Speaking of Double Wear, I have a Double Wear original foundation over here, from which I have, I don't know whether you can see, about 20 to 30% remaining. I've been trying to finish this for a while now, but I really want to get rid of it because even though I love this foundation, I much prefer the light version of this foundation. So that is the next product that I want to pen. That is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Light in the intensity 2.0. The reason I want to get rid of this, or not get rid of it so much but use it up, is because first of all it's my favorite foundation, and second of all I was a little afraid that Estee Lauder is going to discontinue this foundation, but what I've done is actually much better than discontinuing it. That sounds really stupid. They've actually expanded the range of this foundation, and now the numbering that corresponds to Double Wear you can also find in the Double Wear Light range. So now I don't have to use the 2.0, which is slightly pink for me. I can just use the 2 and 1, which is my shade for the original Double Wear, and hopefully I will finally have a perfect match in my absolutely most perfect foundation. So these are the two Estee Lauder foundations that I want to pen. Then I want to mention quickly a CC cream, that is the IT Cosmetics CC cream. Mine is in the shade, I want to say light. Yeah, it's in the shade light. This is actually not a full size. This is a little mini that I picked up from Sephora when we still had access to the American Sephora. I want to pen this, and I'm probably not going to repurchase it just because I love my Estee Lauder Light so much more and I have access to it, whereas I don't have access to IT Cosmetics, and this is just not a completely perfect match for my skin tone, so I just want to use it up, be done with it, and while it's a beautiful formula and I really enjoy it, I don't think I'm going to repurchase this, but I just want to get rid of it. Next up I have two face powders that I want to pen. So the first one is the RMS Beauty Unpowder powder. This is a white translucent powder, or not a white but like a translucent powder which has like a white color to it, and this contains pretty much only silica, if I'm not mistaken. Silica and mica are the only ingredients in here. This is a beautiful finishing powder. The problem I have with this powder is that it kind of leaves a white cast for me in the summer, so I can only use it in the winter, so I'm going to try my best to use as much of it as possible now in the winter. The other powder that I would like to pan is my Kat Von D translucent powder in the shade... maybe the shade is called translucent, I don't know. It's a little mini, it looks like this, and it is also like one of those travel size things from Sephora. This is a nice setting powder. It is not my favorite setting powder though, and I kind of stopped using it when I got the RMS and my Hourglass Mood Light. I would like to finish both of these powders, and I would like to from now on just continue purchasing my Hourglass powders, because I feel like they are pressed and much easier to use. They give a beautiful finish to the skin. I just don't want to bother with loose powders anymore. So as far as I'm concerned, I would really like to get rid of these two in 2019. Alright, next up we have 3 products that are basically in the same category. These are... let me show you one by one. Fairy's Pixie Epoxy, which comes in this tube like a lip gloss. Then we got Notoriously Morbid's Shadow Bind. And the last one in this category is Darling Girls Glitter Glue. Essentially, these are all indie eyeshadow glitter glue type of products. I've had a lot of these for many years, and I want to finish them up and just pick one and stick with it from now on. So going forward for me, I feel like as soon as I finish all of these 3, I'm just going to repurchase epoxy and call it a day. But that being said, I've had all of these 3 in my collection for quite a while, and I would really like to see them finished up and just gone from my drawer. Next up, I have 2 eyeshadow primers, and once again, I don't know how much is left in either of these. The first one is the NYX HD eyeshadow primer, which I purchased in the beginning of last year because I wanted to try it. I'd heard very many good things about it. I do like it, however, this is not the most perfect eyeshadow primer for me, because if I wear eyeshadow for a really long time, like over 8-10 hours, it tends to crease. So I prefer still other eyeshadow primers to this one. Other eyeshadow primer I want to get rid of is the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Potion. I really like this eyeshadow primer because it has a beautiful finish to it. My eyeshadows don't budge for the whole day that I'm wearing them, so 8-10 hours doesn't matter. I really like this eyeshadow primer. The reason I want to finish both of these eyeshadow primers is because I have a full size of my favorite eyeshadow primer, which is the 24-hour Extend Eye Base from MAC, and I want to finish these 2 up so I can start with the new one, just clean slate, you know, get rid of these 2 because I've had them, and while I really enjoy them, I just want to focus on one from now on and not have a variety of different eyeshadow primers. Then we come to a product which maybe I'm very ambitious about, but I think I could do quite a lot of damage because I've already done quite a lot of damage on it as it is. This is the Sunkissed bronzer from Makeup Geek. So this is the bronzers that they came out with, I want to say in the summer of 2017. It looks like this. This is one of the lightest shades, I believe. I really like this bronzer. You can already see that there is quite a bit of a dent in it, and that's because I use it quite a bit. I think that if I continue using it consistently, I would be able to pan most of it. How much is still left in here? Yeah, I would say there is a good 70% of this bronzer left in here, which is why I think even though I've used it consistently, it's only at 70%. So that's why I'm not super enthusiastic about panning the whole thing, but I'm going to try my best because I feel like this is a bronzer that I use and enjoy on a regular basis, and it would be realistic to expect that maybe I can finish quite a lot of it. The next product I would like to attempt to pan in 2019 is my Kiko Milano Velvet Touch Creamy Blush in the shade 07. This is my favorite cream blush at the moment. I'm not much of like a cream and liquid product type of person, but this cream blush is probably my favorite blush of the whole past year. I have absolutely no idea how much this is compared to where I started from. This is still quite much left because I didn't buy it that long ago. I think it was only like 4 or 5 months ago. But I would really like to attempt to pan this blush because I really enjoy using it, and I feel like it would be realistic to expect that I can inflict quite some damage. Alright, the next product that I would like to pan is one that's probably going to surprise you because I once included it in a video which was entitled Products I Don't Want to Hit Pan On, and that is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Aurora. Now, I'm not going to even pretend like I can hit pan on all of these shades. However, I feel like if I put my heart into it, I can pan Eclipse and Lyra. Eclipse and Lyra are the orange and the light pinky peach one, and Eclipse is also the one that I'm wearing on my cheekbones today. These are probably my two favorite highlighters of all time. I really wish Anastasia Beverly Hills would come out with singles so that I can pen these in the palette and just buy these as singles, because while I love the whole concept of Aurora, I'm not gonna lie, Eclipse and Lyra are the reasons I go into this palette for. Like I said, I only have one eyeshadow that I would like to pen in 2019, and that is my notoriously morbid eyeshadow in So Goes My Nation. This is a loose eyeshadow, which is pretty much my brow bone highlight. I have like a deluxe size of this, so this is like the biggest size you can get from Notoriously Morbid. I don't know whether you can see. It's a pretty big size for a loose eyeshadow, and I've been using it very consistently already for quite a while, and I still don't think that I'm very far with it, so I'd like to use it even more consistently in 2019 and just try to get rid of it, because I think in the future I would prefer to just have like a pressed brow bone highlight, because this is much more messy when you have to open it and loose powder and blah blah. So for a brow bone highlight I feel like it would be much more straightforward if I just had a pressed eyeshadow, so I'd like to pen this one. Whew. I don't know whether I can ever finish a lipstick, but we shall see. So I've included as my bullet lipstick here Ravenswood from Urban Decay. Ravenswood is my absolute favorite nude lipstick, at least for me personally. This is a gorgeous like terracotta reddish pinkish nude. I absolutely love this lipstick, and I've already used quite a bit of it, as you can see. So let's see how much I can use up within the next year and whether I can actually finish up this lipstick. I would gladly repurchase this lipstick if I ever finish it. So bullet lipstick, Ravenswood from Urban Decay. Liquid lipstick. Okay, liquid lipstick is a product that I've had a very difficult relationship with in the past year, because I just stopped using liquid lipsticks altogether. I'm not a liquid lipstick person. I just don't even know why I pretended to be one for such a long time. That being said, there is one liquid lipstick that I would really like to pen in 2019, and that is Jeffree Star's Pumpkin Pie. I've mentioned this lipstick on quite a few occasions. It is my favorite liquid lipstick of all time, and I actually have a backup of it. And that is the reason why I want to pen this one, because I really love this lipstick. It's a beautiful orange with pink sparkles in it, and I have a backup of it. I have a backup of a liquid lipstick. What the fuck was I thinking? So I don't want this lipstick to go to waste, nor its backup, so I would like to really pen this one and not feel super guilty about having two of them. So Pumpkin Pie from Jeffree Star is the liquid lipstick that I'm going to try to pen in 2019. Let's see how well I can do. I don't have very high hopes though. Alright, then I have also a tinted balm thrown into the mix, and this is my Pat McGrath lip balm or lip fetish sheer color balm in the shade Flash 3. This is a fairly new product in my collection, however I've already been using it consistently quite a few times. This is a beautiful, beautiful lip balm. It has beautiful color, enough pigmentation, it's very comfortable, it fades very gracefully on your lips. I just love everything about this lip balm. So this is how much I have left of it at this point. Let's see how much I can finish from it in the next few months and within the next year. I'm not sure I can finish the whole thing, but I think I can finish a pretty good chunk of it, because I've been using it pretty consistently since I got it, especially now in the winter when balms feel so much more comfortable on the lips. Last lip product, and the last product that I'm going to include in this project pen, is my Fenty Beauty Universal Gloss Bomb, or however this is called. This is the lip balm in Fenty Glow. This is the original lip balm that Fenty Beauty released. It is my absolute favorite lip gloss because I just love how comfortable it is on the lips, and I think I've been using it already pretty consistently, and I can continue using it pretty often in 2019 as well. I would say this is about still 80 to 90% full, so I'm not really sure I can really finish it, but let's just hope that I can finish most of it by the end of next year. So guys, these were all the products that I've included in my very ambitious project pen for 2019. I think that checking in every month is stupid. I'm not going to do that. I think that the most progress you're going to see is within a few months. So I think realistically, maybe I will do 3 checkups and I will do them every 4 months. Let's see how well I can do. Fingers crossed. Let's do this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to see more content from me in 2019. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!